So NYU actually closing in on that lead now. NYU barely ahead in experience and gold overall, but it's just such a close margin now after that battle. Hammerstorm looking to farm bottom. Hopefully I would like to see him get a blink dagger. He does have 1500, so if he's going for that, he's going to get it relatively soon. Either that, or they could try to run him as the carry. You know, Puppets, you know, hasn't been getting the greatest farm in the world, so they might try to run him as a carry, and in which case they'd probably get Insanitaries. Oh, bottom. Pharaoh getting a nice ulti, getting a huge play on Voodoo Jester. Voodoo Jester not being able to do anything all by himself. Hellfire just being such a great great ability versus that Voodoo Jester. Of course, he's never going to be able to throw down his wards very well if Pharaoh is near and has that Hellfire up. That mini stun. Meanwhile, Defiler going to try and take bottom. He's getting out because there is a teleport in. So nice play by Jeremiah. They're going to probably try and chase him down. All he needs is just one stun. But even so, ghosts are up, so it's a little dangerous. But Slither was actually coming in. Some sort of miscommunication there. You know, Slither was coming in for that gank. If they kept going, they might have gotten him. And that, but nice play by Jeremiah getting a teleport in, forcing Defiler back. In which case they just denied that tower, that bottom tower. Meanwhile, over there, Slither actually does catch up with Defiler, throwing his ulti, getting nice damage. Puppet Master getting in some nice damage in as well, disabling Defiler. And so they take down Defiler. They probably shouldn't go anymore. They're overextending quite a bit. They're going right into that tower. Dsham getting caught by a steal. Meanwhile, teleporting in 2 heroes for NYU. This is going to be a little rough. They're still trying to go on Dsham, but nice ulti by Kronos taking down that Hammerstorm. Demonic Execution going off. He's going to take down Jeremiah. Jeremiah getting a nice ulti off, but it's not going to be enough to live. Meanwhile, Pharaoh taking some serious damage. Slither doing so much damage to that Pharaoh while being disabled by Puppet Master. Nice ulti by Voodoo Jester doing a ton of damage, just bouncing around everywhere. Meanwhile, Kronos, such a powerhouse right now. He's getting disabled really, really well by Puppet Master. Oh, there it is, taking it down. So Dsham got a really nice heal off, but it wasn't enough, and Kronos goes down. That's going to be huge. They're going to chase down Soul Reaper as well, and possibly Dsham if he isn't careful. Meanwhile, Slither is actually getting hit by the tower. He's possibly going to go down, but he does pop Void Talisman. Void Talisman, great item right now for this game. Of course, you know, that's the way to counter a Kronos. You know, if you pop that right before Kronos throws his ulti on you, you know, you just negated all that free damage that he was going to do to you. He just can't target you. So, great play by Slither. Void Talisman, really interesting. So, it looks like we're going to see another pause. Yeah, lagging going around. A little bit of shit talking. But, overall, deny on top. Or bottom, excuse me, bottom tower. That's going to be pretty important. But, yeah, NYU just doing such a great job there. That was a huge team fight. I gotta say, MSI did some great job teleporting in. It looked pretty bad from you at first. It looked real bad. You know, you got your when you overextend like that, and then you have heroes teleport into that area. You know, you're really separated from your team pretty well, and which is exactly what happened. Kronos took out 2 heroes easily by teleporting in, throwing his ulti. But then he tried to go on Puppet Master with a Slither. And they all overall just turned around and did a ton of damage on him. Puppet doing a nice job disabling. Meanwhile, Slither just racking up the damage. So that was a huge play. Taking down that Kronos, which then resulted... Oh, there it is. Hammerstorm finally getting in that blink. Does stun Soul Reaper, but he needs to get out. Oh, unfortunately, he is slowed. He's purged, which could be bad. The rest of the team is coming to save him, so... Yeah, I gotta say, as to those purge creeps, has gotta be the most annoying thing in the world. If any of you guys are listening, please, you know, nerf the harassing capabilities of those assassins. You just like walk past them and they're like, oh, purge you. So Slither, they're gonna be running super aggressive right now. Slither actually has Gnomes, Void Talisman, and Ghost Marchers on top of a Quick Blade. So they're going to be running around quite a bit, trying to keep Kronos from farming. Dsham hiding out on top. Thought he was going to get ganked. Gotta have homecoming stones. You know, in that sort of position. Oh, there it is, Chronos getting a nice ulti, blink in, doing so much damage, trying to take out that Jeremiah before he can get his ulti up, but he does get silenced. Slither, nice ulti going off, but Chronos gonna go down here. Oh, he's doing so much rewind, but Hammerstorm just pounds him to the ground. Meanwhile, Soul Reaper possibly gonna go down while Defiler is just doing a ton of damage with her ghosts. So MSI gonna back out, even though they're kind of low here. You know, they still gotta back out. That Pharaoh just being such a great tanking hero. So overall, great play. I gotta say, Chronos running in wasn't the greatest play. Slither actually caught out a little bit out of position, but he knows he's okay. He does have an invis in his bottle, so he's okay. But yeah, it looks like Defiler gonna be working on Bloodstone. Has that Beast Heart. She really needs to be as tanky as humanly possible right now if she's gonna be doing enough damage with her ghosts. But Chronos, I gotta say, he was a little bit like, it was a nice ulti. He saw the opportunity, he took it. Unfortunately, the rest of his team really wasn't in the position to follow up on his ulti, and so you know, D-Sham wasn't even in the fight. He was still in the forest trying to run in. So, you know, it was a nice ulti, but not good enough, really. Slither gonna run into possibly Chronos here. Oh, he does get his slow off. Pharaoh trapping in Hammerstorm inside. They're gonna try and take down Hammerstorm really fast, but oh, there it is. Demonic Execution just taking him down. So yeah, Pharaoh, huge amount of damage from those wards. That's just the power of what wards can do. They just do the same amount of damage as a hero if you got like 6 up. It's just ridiculous. So D-Sham also working on a Mechanism, probably. Astrolabe is actually what it's called, excuse me. Soul Reaper working on his own Shaman's Headdress. Chronos actually going for a oh wow, I forgot the name of the item already. But you know, the item that drains mana. Nullfire, thank you, Holy, for the win. My cameraman, by the way, I don't believe I gave a shout out to him. Huge shout out to him, doing the cameraman work. Love you so much. So yeah, overall, Nullfire Blade is going to be huge right now. What he's looking to do is Jeremiah popping that ulti and Protective Charm. He's looking to take that out with the Purge from Nullfire Blade. So that's going to be huge. So he won't have to worry quite as much about targeting that Jeremiah. You know, as we've seen in every single team fight, he tries to take out that Jeremiah before he can get that ulti off. Well, once he gets Nullfire Blade, he won't have to worry about it quite as much, and he can focus more on the disables. You know, particularly Puppet. He also might be able to go for that Slither. Slither does do quite a bit of damage, but he only has 1500 health. But he has Void Talisman, which is going to be really tough to break. So Firebrand, also on him. Soul Reaper does have Shaman's Headdress now. Meanwhile, Pharaoh actually got a Barrier Idol for the team. And, you know, Defiler finished up that Bloodstone. So they're going to try and push mid here. Throwing down wards. Putting up that Ward Fortress that just does so much damage. You know, you get 6 wards in. And, oh, Blinken! Nice stun by Hammerstorm. Getting 3 people and then cleaning up that tower kill. You know, no worries about denies there. Because, you know, Hammerstorm stunning 3 of them. Making sure they can take the tower without any fear of denies. So, taking a free tower at middle, not a whole lot of, MSI didn't put up a whole lot of fight, which, you know, is fine. You know, they do have that harder carry of Chronos, so they're really just relying on this game to go late game as much as possible. And if they lost a team fight there, it would have been pretty devastating. Now, what they got to do is, as they're doing, is stay on top of this Kongor. They can't let NYU get a free Kongor, so that's going to be probably the next real big fight. Is on Kongor.